Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. And here we are. Tea! A stage hand. Thank you very much, Natasha. How delightful of you to pop in and see me at work. Right. Cheers, everybody. Do you know what? This tea will be so hot, but my railings won't be able to feel a thing. They're made of the stuff they put on Challenger 3 tanks. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What happened to Tyson Fury? We'll be talking about him a little bit later when we go over to Ustream. I don't want to put it on YouTube in case he finds out and comes and bashes me up. Actually, I think he's all right, but there's a lot of people, he's ruffled a few feathers, hasn't he? And the Ukrainian bloke won. Well, the Ukrainians seem to be winning a lot at the moment, but the press seem to be on their side. I don't read many Russian newspapers. I'm sick of reading newspapers now. It drives me frigging mad. Anyway, here we go. Let's have a quick other glasses on. I've got a sunburnt head, by the way. I went out on the boat the other day, and because now I comb my hair back to cover up little bits of gap that's coming here. You know, like an old carpet that's a bit threadbare, you know. Anyway, like that old comfortable bra you have on, girls, and you can't get rid of it, even though your tits are hanging out at every different angle. But there you go. It fits like an old glove. There was a woman in Africa with 5 legs. Her knickers fit her like a glove. Boom. Knicker nice shoe. Oh, yeah. Frank Carson, use a 10. Right. There's an idiot called Michael Banner. Now, that's not the Hulk. Do you remember him? He used to go funny. His eyeballs went a funny colour, and he turned into this Hulk that was all green. Stupid. That was the stupidest program. Do you remember the $6 Million Man? So he could run at 100 miles an hour. Do you know what they did on the television to make it look real? They put him in slow motion. How the fuck does that work? Anyway, talking to people that are in slow motion, this is my favourite people. Students and the like. The student ilk. The Dean of Trinity College, Cambridge, which means that's headmaster, really. Right, Dr. Michael Banner. Now, right, he's gobbing off. He claims that the UK owes the Caribbean nations, that's Jamaica, things, all them, 200 billion, right? 200 billion in slavery, right? What's that all about? How did he work that out? How did he? I don't get it. What is that about? Because slaves were taken from Africa, which was a shithole, and dumped off in the West Indies, which is really fucking nice. I mean, what are they moaning about? And where did they get that figure from? 200 billion? Well, it must be true. He's the dean of a university, isn't he? And he teaches students how to glue themselves to things and how to throw paint all over pictures. It looks like the picture of the king. Someone's already thrown paint at it, one of these protesters. Oh, well, the dean, right, of Bayswater has got a pretty daughter. This dean, right, he's obviously very clever, but he's also a lefty arsehole. Where's he come up with that figure? Why has he come up with the idea? Why do we have to pay anyone for something that happened in the past? So why don't we go over to the Vikings and say, look, my great aunt was raped and pillaged by some bloke with a helmet with fucking great horns coming out the side of it and an axe. He wielded his chopper at her. So let's have some money off the Norwegians. Why do we have to pay for people who became slaves? It's their fucking fault. They got caught in the first place. No, I'm kidding, of course. I mean, it's not very nice being a slave. I'm a slave to many things. But what this dean ain't taken into account, because he's a lefty, is how much Britain has done for the Caribbean nations and the people of the Commonwealth anyway. If you look out, right, so yes, there were Caribbean people and there were Commonwealth people that fought in the Second World War. God bless them. So we've done our bit. We've protected those countries as well. Whenever there's an earthquake or a tsunami, we're the first ones to send an aircraft carrier if it don't break down in the fucking Solent. And we try to fix the things that's been done, but we don't send anybody a bill. How can you say, where's the money going to go? So now they want the Scots to start off, because they think the Scots are a bit of a lefty touch, aren't they? The old Scots will do it, right? I don't know who's the leader of Scotland this week, but if it's that former Cat Stevens, then you've got half a chance he'll write a cheque for 20 million and give it to them. Yeah, because that's what we do up in Scotland. We're not like, whatever England does, they'll do the opposite. I don't think we need to pay anything. Do you? For slaves? Fucking hell. Ridiculous. What else? Where will it end? Where will it end? I'd like some money given to me because I was forced to go to school and I should have gone carp fishing a little more. It's ridiculous. So, the Dean of Cambridge, you can take your students and shove them where the sun don't shine, okay? I don't think we should pay anybody for anything. I don't think we should apologise. And we nearly went bankrupt with the Royal Navy at the time, protecting slaves and ending slavery. So, yeah, stick that in your fucking super glue. Talking to students, did you see them arseholes all dressed up in Cambridge? I think Suella Braverman, and she was a brave man, went to speak to them. And they were all dressed up like Hamas terrorists. And they were protesting against Israel. Did you see them in America as well, Stu? Now, American kids are twice as thick as our ones, and our ones are fucking thick, don't you worry about that. She's like, she's thinking, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, you know, which means Israel must vanish. From the river to the sea. It's a song about Israel ceasing to exist. And of course, she's singing away there with a little fucking tea towel on. And so when the reporter asked this stupid little bitch, what river was she singing about and which sea? She never had a fucking clue. Well, I don't know. All I know is, fucking stupid cat. These people are going to be ruling our countries one day, these students. I think that all MPs should be drawn from the working classes. Right, brethren? Right, brothers? What do you think happened to the president of Iran and his defense minister, wasn't it, or the foreign minister, in that helicopter that whacked into a mountain? It's probably just a helicopter that whacked into a mountain. And he was called the Butcher. Well, he'll butcher no more. And he's someone's son, I guess. People are already saying to me, what do you think? You think the Israelis have got to him? Do you think this and that? Now, I don't think that assassination of leaders is a very, very good idea. Let's say the Ukrainians went over and slotted Putin. You don't know who his second in command is going to be. Someone fucking worse. Might be some big bull-dyke fucking woman, you know, the one that tortured people in The Great Escape or 633 Squadron. Anyway, I'm just going on a little bit now. I actually think I'd make a great student. The first thing I'd do, I'd glue myself to Greta Greenbum. You know, that horrible little Scandinavian midget that gobs off about anything. Anyway, so we now say goodbye to Jurgen Klopp, right? Now, I'm figuring that Jurgen, who has left Liverpool, he was seen out last night in Liverpool on the piss. He was with his brother, Clipperty. Clipperty Clock. Don't mean new railings. That's a point. Now he's not Liverpool's manager. He might do a deal. I could buy his railings. You know, his look like Marley tiles, don't they? And I could have my set done. Anyway, I'm going in on the 28th to have these fucking horrendous things taken out and scrubbed with Vim and thrown into a bin. I might put them on eBay. I'll try and get the bits here and bring them in and show them to you. And I've got the individual little ones going in. Another 6 hours in the chair. Amazing, isn't it? Well, today is a day. Yesterday, and I'll speak about this a little more on Ustream. Come over and join us, ustream.com. A lot of people are signing up now. You will love it. You know, 3 live shows a week, including Gary Bushell. And all the comedy you could ever wish for, including the new series of Jethro's coming up soon. I'm going to be talking at Ustream about something. Well, I'll talk about it now if you want, why not? There's a High Court judge, right, called Sir Brian Langstaff. Today he publishes the well overdue findings of a public inquiry. It started in 2019 about the contaminated blood scandal. How terrible is that? So these people, some of them were haemophiliacs, which means, you know, what did we used to do that in Panto? I'm a haemophiliac. One prick could kill him. That was the joke, wasn't it? But these poor buggers, they went and got blood, and it was infected because it was a fuck up by someone in the NHS. It was the worst disaster in NHS's history. 3,000 people died because some tit at the NHS wasn't doing his or her job correctly. Probably couldn't read the instructions on how to do it because it was in English. Well, it is so sad, and for the people, I hope they get some closure today when the findings are read out. And also, Richie Sunak, he said he's going to apologise. Oh, that's all right then. Sorry, yeah. And then there's going to be reimbursements. They reckon £10 billion quid because of this NHS cock-up. The taxpayer, that's you and I, have to pay 10 million for the poor buggers and the loved ones that remain because of this catastrophic fuck-up by the NHS. Oh well, let's go over to Ustream and have a proper little moan now. Come and join us, it's ustream.com. Yeah, that's good. Oh. Watch the late great Jethro away from the stage and spotlight in his natural habitat, at home and at his stables with his beloved horses. Take a sneak peek behind the scenes of the country's much missed comic genius in this series, exclusive to Ustream.
I love my life. I love to come back and spend my time around the horses and the people that work with me and everything that goes on in the country. So that's what I do.
A day in the life of Jethro. Streaming from Bank Holiday Monday, May the 27th.